This is a meeting of the Franklin Township Library Board of Trustees. It's October 26th, 2022, and this meeting is being held by Zoom. I'll call the meeting to order. First, though, a pledge of allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll call the roll now. Agnes Kulabanya. I don't see or hear her. Amy Araswala, I see that you're muted. Here. Oh, okay. Then you're here. Nick Champa, I'm here.
NBC is here.
NBC, good.
What happened? You changed the passcode?
I
had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she told me 6, 7, 8 to add it. I never had that.
No.
No.
Well,
Okay.
you got in.
We're glad to
Now
see
I
you.
got it. She called. That's why I got it from her. Ashley.
Well, it's a
Okay.
good thing.
Mayor Kramer?
You.
See, he is here. You are here. Tiana Gresham?
I'm here.
You're here. I see you here. Kevin McNeil?
I'm
See you
here.
And Iris Kislin is absent, as is Agnes Kulabanya. Okay. January Adams is also with us, our director. Thank you all for your attendance.
Number 1, thank you.
You're welcome.
This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Laws, also known as the Sunshine Law, New Jersey Public Law 1975. The schedule and notification of this meeting have been provided to the Courier News, the Home News Tribune, and the Franklin Township Clerk. Copies have been posted in the library's vestibule and are also available at the reference desk. I'd now like to open this meeting to public comment. If there's any member of the public who would like to speak, let us know. I don't know whether we'd be able to know that. But
Currently, there are no members of the public.
thank you, Bob.
You're very welcome.
Therefore, I will close this first portion of the public meeting time. We've all received in our packets the minutes from the September 28th meeting. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the September 28th meeting? And NBC, I see you
Yes.
have made the motion.
Yes.
Amy, I see you have seconded the motion.
Yes.
Is there any discussion of the minutes?
No.
Seeing none, I'd like to ask for a show of hands for approval of this motion. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, this motion has passed unanimously. Let's move on to the director's reports. January, would you like to start with the financials?
Sure. Well, there's nothing really that significant that I would like to say about the financials. As a guideline, I always try to keep track of what percentage of the budget we're at, and it should be 24 something, and it's right on the nose. So I'm happy with that, and there's been no extraordinary event or anything that I need to tell you about.
Okay, well, I trust that if ever there is a dire financial situation, you'll let us know.
Absolutely.
Okay. And the program reports?
Okay. On that one, we brought back the Manhattan Short Film Festival for the first time since COVID, and that was popular. A few patrons even came all the way from Sussex County to see the films. The Adult Services Department had 35 adult programs that 413 people came to, and the Youth Services Department had 1 virtual and 46 in-house programs that 1,225 people enjoyed. On September 28th, the young adult librarian staffed an information table at the Franklin High School Back to School Night, and she got to speak to 36 teens and parents about library services. And the Franklin Township Public Library Teens Instagram account has reached over 900 followers. So that we were pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
And let's see. I'll talk a little bit about the Franklin Park construction. In addition to what I said in my report, as of yesterday, there was new curbing installed at the center island. The workers have started to form out for more curbing on the far side of the parking lot. Most of the windows have been delivered. Copper plumbing has been mostly installed and pressure tested. The book drop has been installed. The workers have installed forms to make footings to hold the streetlights up. The gas main has been run to the building, and they've installed a water spigot on the rear of the building, at the rear of the building.
Good.
So, and they anticipate, like I said in my report, having 90% of it done by December, and I hope they're right.
Wow.
And for Lewis Street, my news on Lewis Street is that Iris has made a donation to Lewis Street, and the branch manager and I used the money to buy 2 large TV screens and a DVD player.
Nice.
And what they're going to be used for is actually there's no place to see movies that we know of in the youth center, so they can have movies in there and they can use the screen for other things, programs. And the other one will be used as a display message board that'll flash, it changes messages for what's going on at the library. And Iris did want to know from the board, what if any kind of event would you like to have to inaugurate this? We think it'll be done around the middle of November. So would you like to have, it would give the branch some publicity.
That's good.
But she and I are kind of looking for ideas of what you would like to see.
I think at least we should have a small plaque, not a bronze plaque, but an engraved plastic
Right.
notation of the source.
Okay.
As for an event, I have no ideas at the moment.
Like to unveil it. I don't know. To
Are
showcase.
you like a movie night or something like for the kids?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's an idea.
Saturday night movie.
Look at that.
What'd you say?
Saturday night movie.
Yeah, well, not Saturday, but yeah, movie night. That's not
Movie night.
that's
that
not a
is
bad
good
idea. Yeah, and then we could have refreshments.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that
That's
would
a
get the
good
kids.
idea.
Yeah, that's not.
MC.
Yeah.
Piana, that was a very nice suggestion.
Yes. Yes.
Thing.
I was just getting ready to say
Do
that.
we have a volunteer to plan this out, Tiana?
I can definitely help you plan that out.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll keep you posted on what's going on with that, and if anybody has any other ideas, if you want to add to Tiana, just let me know. Like I say, we think
Okay.
it'll be ready to go around the middle of November.
Okay, I will volunteer to be on that little committee.
You're on that
with
committee?
Tiana and you.
Okay.
If
Okay.
there's anyone else, speak up. Okay.
Oh yeah. I'll do whatever is needed. So I'll,
Yep.
whatever.
Well, you may
Tiana
just need to
needs.
show up.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
bring,
Good at
and bring
that.
some friends. That would be a good thing.
yes, yes, yes.
And Amy, if you
I don't know
can
if you want me to bring
encourage
any of
anyone
my
from
friends.
the school to stop over, that would be, we'll
Definitely.
we'll have, I guess, a couple of weeks notice of the date, or at least 1 week notice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to need some suggestions. What movies are popular with kids?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes. I mean, is this, and I'm so sorry because I should know this stuff, but when you reference Lewis Street, are you talking about the teen center?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Youth Center. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Is it
I know.
Are you gonna target a certain like age group, or is it gonna be for
Teens only.
That-
It's really,
Well,
like
the
It's been nice.
library is open to everybody, but maybe for this event, we should target kids. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Well, what time?
Yeah.
Anyway, we would have to. I guess that would depend on what time and what.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can have 2 nights.
We could do it after school.
When you say kids, though, I think that this site is geared more for the older kids.
Older kids, teens.
Yeah,
I would-
teens. Yeah,
Yeah, teens would be.
Yeah. like
So the high
12
school
on.
age.
12 and up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 to 18.
So I don't think we want to have a kiddie movie.
His name?
All right, I'll ask my daughter. She's 14, so
Okay,
I'll
great.
I'll
Okay.
see.
That sounds good.
I'll make sure it's just still appropriate, and then because you never know what these teens watch. So,
Right.
Yeah.
but I'll double check with my 14-year-old and see if I can provide some
Okay.
suggestions.
Okay.
That's very good. Thank you, Amy.
Of course.
Okay. Moving on. Are there any general questions for January about her activities report?
No.
Seeing none. Residents report, that gets skipped over because there is none. Except I would ask one question of January. Do you recall the date of the latest drone photo that you sent?
It's the 11th.
11th? Okay. Drone is 11th, October 11th. Thank you. Correspondence and communication. We've read the included
That's
notes that January has given us, and the book banning is very alive. Is a subject that's very alive today, and it was good to see the history of.
Yes, it was interesting.
Yeah, that was a good summary of. This is not a new subject. Thank you for that,
You're
January.
welcome.
Other correspondence. I think, January, you have a letter that was
I have a
sent
letter.
to me from the Board of Education.
Right.
Can you read that?
Sure. You may recall that at the last meeting, Nick mentioned that he had written to the Board of Ed asking if the road right in front of the library, the Franklin
Could
Park
be,
Library, could be two-way. So he got an answer. It just came in yesterday, I think. Dear Mr. Champa, on Tuesday, October 18, 2022, the Franklin Township Board of Education's Facilities Committee reviewed and discussed your correspondence dated September 14, 2022, in which you request a revision to the Baylor Street traffic pattern from a one-way traffic pattern to a two-way traffic pattern from the board's property line to the library parking lot point of ingress egress. After much consideration, the committee is unable to approve your request. The school recently revised parent drop-off procedures after concerns raised by the surrounding neighborhood. At this time, a majority of students enter the property via Baylor Street, and all traffic flows through the property in a single direction to assist in alleviating safety and security concerns. Arrival and dismissal times present additional challenges given periods of high traffic flow, including a fairly large number of buses. The committee believes allowing left turns onto Baylor Street from the library parking lot and having traffic run in both directions could further complicate an already challenging traffic pattern, thus causing safety and security concerns. The committee members do wish you continued success with your project, and it's signed by Brian Bonanno, Assistant Superintendent for Business.
Okay.
Yes. The only comment I could make is that I don't recall that my letter actually made a request, but made a suggestion that I said might be of interest to the Board of Education.
Right.
My motivation there, or my feeling was that they might have welcomed a decrease in traffic across
Ooh,
their
yeah.
school property.
They
But
don't want.
so do it. So be it. That's
Okay.
okay.
It was a good idea anyway.
Is there any other correspondence that anyone would like to talk about? Okay. Is there any old business?
One thing, what
Oh,
about
yes.
Kevin?
the attachment that January that you sent out about the heating, the
Yeah,
property?
yeah, I was going to bring that up under old business. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Then I'll is that the time for it now, or should I wait?
Yeah, let's do it now.
Okay. The only thing I was I'm trying to get it now. Okay,
Did everybody get it? I hope.
it came in an email, and the only question that I had at the bottom of the, I guess it's the second page, when they have the solutions listed,
Yeah,
replacing the existing polycarbonate skylight and on down, are they listed in like order of effectiveness, or each one of them will each one of them do the same job, or is or did I miss if it said that?
well, I think he listed them in order of cost,
In order of course, right? But I mean, I
Yeah.
see it's in the order of course, but I'm saying, I mean,
which would be the best.
I'm assuming that the most expensive would be the best.
I wouldn't, I mean, I think if you, if you read his report, apparently it was supposed to be a cowl, that's how you say it to begin with, and then they switched it over to Super Sky. I don't know if I'd go for another roof like what we have now, another polycarbonate roof. I don't know. I did talk to the architect about it briefly, and he thought the best option was number 2, and furnish and install an additional 20-ton cooling system for the great cost of $200,000. None of these are ideal. I mean, really, what it needs.
None of them are ideal.
Yeah, none of them are ideal.
And did he say? And so he's saying that the one that would give the most relief would be the second one, which would be to install the additional
Right.
system. That, in his opinion, it would give the most relief.
Right. That was the architect. The problem with number 3 is that you still have the heat gathering at the top of the room. I mean, the other one, I mean, number 4,
the spot cooling,
the little one for the circulation desk. That's a real, that's a real Band-Aid, but it might do the trick.
I'm surprised there isn't, I thought I saw one, I guess not, of shading.
Oh yeah, paint. I don't think he put it in there. I think somebody at some point said something about painting the roof.
painting the skylight.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Coating it, I guess. I think we discussed that a long time ago too with the board. Long time ago.
Okay.
What I don't like about 2 is the operating costs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the same, I guess. 3, install a new insulated hung ceiling. So that you wouldn't see the skylight ceiling with number 3.
No, you would not. No, you would block the light. Yeah. You'd block the light.
Some of these don't account for the fact that the roof will fail sometime.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so none of
Yes.
these is replacement of
No.
a roof that has a limited
Right.
lifetime.
So eventually the roof is going to have to be replaced.
Right. No matter what. No matter what. So do you want to spend a bunch of money to make things better in the meantime? Because we will need more time to figure out what kind of a roof. It's changing the roof apparently is a big deal, because the way it's structured now is it's only meant to hold the weight of those plastic panels. You
Right.
start putting up a metal roof or something else, that's a lot more
You
weight.
have to change all
You
of
have to
the.
change everything.
But if you change it and don't do that, it's the same problem, right? If you put up the panels that this structure will hold already, it would have to be, unless, is it the fact that they're see-through? Because I mean, you said if you shade them, the problem wouldn't be. I mean, if they put different types of tiles up there, I mean,
I don't know. I'm just looking through this to see. What else he said? See, when he talks about originally it was supposed to be cow wall, and I guess if it had wound up being a cow wall, would have been okay. He did say that the HVAC system is perfect for that size room, but not that size room with that high of a ceiling.
Okay.
Seems to me that we need some more thinking about this.
Yeah, we need some more information too.
What's the were there leaks this past year? Were there any leaks?
There haven't been any leaks for a long time.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned we had a roofer come in and he caulked almost the whole roof where the panels fit into the grids.
Yeah.
I would say it's been at least a year since we've had, and then when it does leak, they're little. They're not deluges. They're little.
Yeah.
I would like to do something that reduces the heat load, something environmentally effective. I mean, just to throw in a bunch of air conditioning is the 1970s way of doing things.
Right.
Yeah.
Perhaps there would be a application of perhaps a aluminized mylar which reduced the which reflected maybe half the light and or more and covered the existing polycarbonate. A fabric to go over that, like greenhouses use to reduce the amount of light that comes through. That might be something that only lasts a year or two, but until the sun deteriorates it. But all in all, I think we have to.
Yeah, think about.
I agree with Mayor Kramer that putting in another
air conditioner is
a bunch of electric uses.
Yeah,
is the wrong way to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well.
So how would you like to proceed?
Do some research.
Is this this was a engineering? Oh, this is an engineering report. Talk
Right.
to the engineers and the architect that we want a more energy conservative approach. If that's, I mean, maybe there's just nothing out there. Maybe, maybe as Nick says, it'll only last a year and it'd be $200,000. And obviously that's not acceptable.
Right.
So there's something we could do. Maybe suspending something inside, not as efficient, but at least it would reflect the light back out.
Yes, but it would have to then reflect the light back out through the existing polycarbonate,
Right.
which would
It's not as efficient.
deteriorate the polycarbonate even more rapidly.
Yeah.
Should be something.
Well, I can talk more in depth with the architect. I had a very brief discussion, so I can spend more time on this.
Yeah.
Because I just got this last night.
Okay.
So we'll wait to hear what he has to say.
Okay.
I would think that, that would be in order. And it might be that we have to go another level of consultants to work this out. But I certainly think that we should keep in mind that, yes, replacing the roof is going to be very expensive, but it's inevitable at some point. Maybe not this year or next, but eventually that's going to come up.
Yeah.
One question, January, I should know this, but how many years has that
Roof?
roof
Been there. I would say since the library opened, the new building opened in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
16 years?
Yeah.
So probably the roof was on from 2005. So
Okay.
that's what,
So
17 years. 17 years.
17 years.
Yeah.
And I think the life expectancy was 10 years, or the warranty was 10 years. Let me put it that way.
We doubled it.
Well, I know that DuPont has come up with other materials. There may be some new materials, maybe coated metallized materials that, I don't know. I would say January,
The architect should
that
know.
this board wants to do nothing today, but continue to look for better ideas.
Okay.
So at least we know what we don't want to do.
Yes.
That's a start.
How about we grow ivy over the whole roof?
I even thought about rearranging the whole building, about putting the entrance and the circulation desk in another spot and letting that room just be as it is and put something there where it didn't matter where it got hot. But that was just thinking way out of the box.
Yeah.
A sauna room.
A what room? A sauna?
Sauna room.
Sauna.
Okay, well, let's move on. Is there any other old business?
Nope.
Is there any new business besides the
A holiday.
holiday? Let's talk about the holiday closings for 2023. Looks like somebody put some thought into this. Thank you, January. And, it looked fine to me.
It's basically the same as
3-day
last
breaks.
year.
It's similar last year.
Always good to have the employees get a 3-day break now and then.
Yes.
Yeah, good for morale.
Is there a motion to accept the proposed library closings for 2023? NBC?
Yeah.
Move.
Second.
And Kevin is seconded. Or any discussion about the proposed schedule of closings? Seeing none, those in favor, please signify by raising their hand.
Aye.
All right.
January, this motion has passed unanimously. Thank you. Is there any other new business? I would like to open now the second portion of the public meeting. If there is any member of the public who would like to say anything, now is the time.
There are no members of the public.
Okay.
Thank you. The second portion of the public meeting is closed for lack of participants. Confirmation of our next meeting date. It shall be November 16th, again at 5:45, and again by Zoom.
Just remember
Motion to
that's
adjourn.
3 weeks from now. It's not a full month.
Yeah.
It's
It's
3
early.
weeks.
It's early.
short.
because of-
Short.
Okay. Yeah, I was getting ready to say, okay,
Because
definitely.
of Thanksgiving.
Right.
Can't understand it, but nobody wants to come to a board meeting the night before Thanksgiving.
No.
Too much traffic, even on Zoom.
Yeah. My wife will have me peeling sweet potatoes, probably.
Sweet potato pie.
That's right.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Well,
Okay. And is there a motion to adjourn?
I motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor, raise your hand.
All right.
This motion to adjourn has passed unanimously. And